So, hi guys. So, our topic for today is all about ethnic, religious, and ideological conflict. So, first is what is conflict. So, according to Max Weber, conflict happens when one person or group intentionally acts against another. So, mahitabo ang conflict kung ang usa ka tao or usa ka group is intentional nila buhaton ang isa ka butang against to another. So, conflict is a normal part of society. So, it happens due to disagreements, competitions, or opposing interests. So, conflict occurs when individuals or groups clash because of difference in goals, beliefs, or interests in life. There are two major causes of conflict. So first is greed. So greed is caused by economic deprivation. It desires for wealth, power, and resources. So there are peoples believe that victory will give them economic gain. So also Plato believed war is a product of human desires. So, greed-driven conflict happen when people fight to gain money, land, or power. So, dira na mosulod ang greed conflict. If ang usa ka tao naa siya gipaglaban for the sake of money, land, or power nga iyang makuha. So next is grievance. So grievance is influenced by identity issues and they desire for recognition and dili na siya mabilang sa religion and ethnicity conflict. So they react to discrimination or marginalization. So which is nga part, gusto na nila ang marginalization para iwas ang conflict between in any group. So grievance happens when groups feel unfairly treated or excluded. So they fight for they fight to protect their identity and rights para ma-fair silang pag-treat sa ilaha, all of them. So, let's proceed to the types of conflict. So, first is ethnic conflict. So, it caused by differences in ethnicity. So, example, conflict involving Moro groups and Mindanao. So, dira ang ethnic kay naga-base man siya ga race or ethnic identity. So, dira gusto nila ipaglaban ilahang identity. So, diriya isa sa Moro group, mo na siya ang mga Muslim. So, next is religious conflict. So, it caused by differences in religion from the word it religious. So, example ana ay 30 Years War, which is tong Protestant versus Catholics nga tungod sa sa political, nagkaano siya nga nagkaroon og war between the two of them. So, the last type of conflict is ideological conflict. So, it's caused by difference in beliefs and political views. Example, ana is a Communist Party of the Philippines armed struggle. So, ideological conflict is nagabase sa political or social issues nga gina-face nato karon. So, let's proceed to the conflict in the Philippines. So, conflict between Moro groups and the Philippine government. So, diri katong ang alitan sa pagitan ng Moro groups o sa Philippine government. So, it involves ethnic and religious issues. So, the example of groups is Moro Islamic Liberation Front or MILF, New People's Army or NPA, peace efforts led by Office of the Presidential Advisor on the Peace Process. So, in the Philippines or in here the Philippines, some conflicts are caused by long-standing issues of identity, religion, and political beliefs. So, the government continues peace processes to resolve them. Para ma-resolve siya, you-maintain or naghanap sila way para ma-resolve ang usa ka conflict. So, conflict may be resolved through peaceful means or through the use of force force or violence. So, ma-resolve daw ang conflict in two ways. So, ma-resolve siya through peaceful means or through the use of force or violence. So, Johann Galtung believed that resolving conflicts through violent means results in negative peace. Yes, because we all know if hatagan nimo ga violent or force ang usa ka tao para ma-solve na nga conflict is mag-cause jud siya negative peace tungod sa mas sumulala na ang misunderstanding or disagreements between the groups. So, he also argued that the only way of conflicts could be could be sustainability resolved is through peaceful means that brings about positive peace. So, an example of means to achieve a peaceful resolution. So, first is peacemaking activities. So, it refers to the negotiation of peace agreement between conflicting parties, often mediated by third-party negotiation. So, peacemaking. So, diri is maano siya, murag na ay agreement between the two groups nga nagka-conflict. Mao na siya na if na-aslay agreement para ma-maintain ang peace in a positive way. So second is peacekeeping activities. That refers to the preservation of peace efforts through the involvement of civilian monitoring teams and military peacekeeping forces. So diri from the word itself, peacekeeping. So diri is ipabilin ang or i-preserve nila ang peace efforts through the involvement of civilians and the military peacekeeping forces. So last is peace building activities. So it refers to the rebuilding of economic and social infrastructures that will sustain the peace efforts. So there from the word itself, peace building, the word building. So i-rebuild nila ang sa economic o social infrastructure para mapibilin ang peace or ang kalinaw in a positive way. That's all. Thank you for watching.